Hi, Christine here. Welcome. And today's video is really about being prepared for 2025, what we've got up ahead of us. We all know what's happening in America, and also it's impacting the rest of the world as far as I'm concerned. And I'm seeing that we've got the President Trump who is arranging to meet with all the different countries around the world, as if to say, building some alliance, for example. And one of them is also in the UK. Keir Starmer, for example, had a phone call with President Trump and is arranging to meet in the next couple of weeks, which I thought that was going to happen last month, but it didn't. So it's going to be over the next couple of weeks. We don't know what the outcome is regarding that, but all we know is that the Prime Minister of the UK wants to, have a discussion with Trump, for example. Listen, Trump is putting tariffs everywhere, left, right, and center. It's like he's back in The Apprentice. Rather than saying you're fired, he's saying you're tariffed. That's what he's doing at the moment, and it's happening worldwide. He's annoying a lot of people. Imagine, right? We all know this. Well, not all. When you're in business, sometimes when you look to hire someone who is going to be joining your team, for example, and there's a reason why you didn't hire them in the first place. I've done this twice. I'm guilty of this, right? I've done it twice with two people, for example, the minimum. I didn't trust my gut instincts in the first place. And I'll give a brief overview here. So the person applies for the position. You don't give them the position because you know that it just didn't feel right. And then for some reason, you come across them again and you feel sorry for them and you think, I'll hire them. That's the worst thing that I could have ever have done, because those two people that I did take on really didn't do me any favors. For example, I'm not going to go into it here, but I can see, and I'll just point out my water, and they can cause you damage, for example, in your business as well. Literally stab you in the back big time, because really they've got an agenda why they come to you in the first place, because they want what you've got, for example. And this is what I've seen with the two people that I didn't take on the first time. I took them on the second time. I didn't listen to my gut feeling from the first time. I didn't listen to what my instincts was telling me. I felt sorry for someone and I took them on. However, I'm seeing the same thing with Donald Trump, and I'm not saying I feel sorry for Donald Trump, because I don't, for example, whatsoever, but I'm seeing the same sort of scenario. Got Donald Trump and we got Elon Musk, right? Elon Musk seems to be ruling Donald Trump, for example. Okay. We saw in the Oval Office a couple of days ago where Elon Musk's son, little X, bless him, 4 years old, an innocent child, goes up to the president and says, hush your mouth. You're not the president. Now, what I'm also seeing here is that Elon Musk is getting all of these contracts, a lot of contracts in America, and he seems to be meeting all of these world leaders, for example, and I'm sure it is to do with contracts. Not I'm sure, I know it's to do with contracts, for example. I mean, Elon Musk hasn't hidden, his agenda, for example, and what what I want to say to you is that join me tonight at 7 p.m. UK time, because I'm going to be going through some of the contracts that Elon Musk has won with the United States. Imagine he's being paid $8 million a day, in one day, every day, through the contracts that he's won, and he's getting more and more contracts. And like I said to you, I've experienced it myself with two people that I thought were on my side, for example, that were coming to work for me because they wanted a job, but really they had their own reason, and that was for their own purpose, for greed, for them to steal what I've got and then do it themselves, for example. And I'm speaking the truth here. That's what happened to me. Now, I'm not saying I feel sorry for Donald Trump, because I don't, okay? But there's reasons why Elon Musk is in such close proximity to Donald Trump, because Donald Trump, they didn't get on before. Donald Trump and Elon Musk, they didn't get on before. So why is it so different today? Why has things changed today? I don't know why. And what I want to say to you is that we need to be prepared, because I'm going to talk just now before we do the live tonight, because it's about something different. So you need to really prepare for. I've always talked about creating a crisis fund, an emergency fund, where you put so much aside each month, for example, so that you've got a fund, because you never know, you could lose your job. People are losing their jobs around the world, okay? So you need to think about that, okay? Have that crisis fund and not be left feeling, oh my goodness, what am I going to do, for example, okay? The second thing is you need to think about, if you got a job, right? AI could end up replacing your job. So try and find trainings, things to do with AI, and learn about it, so that either you can use it for your own use or use it for an organization that you want to go and work with, for example. So get started on that now before it's too late, for example. The third thing I want to say to you is, look, there's plenty of contracts out there. The government wants you to work with them. You just got to choose the right ones that are not in conflict with people like Elon Musk and government organizations. You got to look at those contracts that are not going to be a conflict of or controversial whatsoever. Okay, that's the third thing that I want to say to you all. And the fourth thing is if you haven't started a business, start it now, because this will be your backup. Okay, and I'm not saying this for no reason. I'm saying it because we know and we can see that things are happening, things are slowing down, for example, or things have just stopped. You've seen it. If you're in America, you're seeing it all the time. The prices are going up of everywhere, and that's worldwide. Prices are going up worldwide, as well as, if you have lost your job and prices have gone up, so it's really expensive. So look at starting a business that you can do from home, something that's not going to cost you a fortune, something that can be done quite easily and simply for you at your pace, that is not going to cause you stress, for example, that you know what you're doing, for example. And yes, when you start out in business, it can be stressful. But I'm just saying the stress will be short term, because you're learning something new, for example. But look at what other things that you can do that's going to really create something really powerful for you, because at the end of the day, you got to look after yourself, for example. So I wanted to just touch base with you, or just to say, look at these things and implement them. Start implementing them now. I started talking about this last year, September, before even the UK budget came about and before Donald Trump came into presidency, because we all know that things are happening. Look, Warren Buffett has sold a load of stocks to do with, for example, healthcare. He sold a lot of stocks, and that was, I believe, the stocks was to do with dialysis, for example. Okay, so when Warren Buffett makes a move, then that affects the stock market. Prices go down for a particular thing. So we got to really be ahead of the game. We've really got to start looking at what we can start implementing right now, and that's going to fit in with what the leaders that we have in your country, for example, what it is that they want. Try and provide the things that they need that you can implement and you can get that contract for. Because at the end of the day, obviously you can't apply for those contracts that Elon Musk is applying for unless you're, a I might as well say a billionaire, for example. But there are other ones that you can do. Okay, so I wanted to drop this quick video just to say, if anyone is feeling fearful, but I wanted to explain the situation with a bit of the situation with Donald Trump and Elon Musk, for example. We've all come across people like that where they may pretend to be your friend, but really there's a hidden agenda going on. And I can see that this is what is, from my point of view, what I can see with what's happening with Trump and Elon Musk, for example. All right, so I hope you'll be able to join me tonight at 7 p.m. because I'm going to talk to you about some contracts, because you can apply for contracts. I'm not saying the contracts that Elon Musk has got, because, that's a whole new level, for example, but there's contracts which you can apply for. Donald Trump is all about, starting a business. He's all, because that's what he does. He's an entrepreneur, for example, even though he's a billionaire, for example. Same with, you've got in the UK, haven't you? There's Alan Sugar, entrepreneur, but maybe he should have ran as the president, for example, instead of it being Keir Starmer. And I'm just saying that because, he would really be able to run the country, I believe, in a really strong way, for example. And like I said, Donald Trump, he was in The Apprentice, wasn't he, many years ago, where he used to say you're fired, but now he's saying you're tariffed instead. He's tariffing everybody. It's like he's tariff happy, for example. So anyway, back to the video. I'm going to be doing a live tonight at 7 p.m. UK time. That's 2 p.m. Atlanta, New York time. I hope you'll be able to join me. It's not very long. It's going to be happening in a couple of hours. Hopefully you'll be able to join me. If not, you can watch the replay. But I'm going to be talking to you about the contracts that Elon Musk, this 8 million a day, all these contracts that he's won. It's like he's going all around the world, meeting these leaders and picking up contracts. So there's a reason why he stood there in the Oval Office there, along with Donald Trump, talking for Donald Trump. And there's a reason why the Doge are in place, and I still call them the teeny boppers, the toddlers, because they're from 19 to 25 years old, and they're in there looking at all of this finance and everything, scrapping this, that, and education. People are starving, US aid, for example. Wow. And now they're looking at going after NASA as well. Why do you think that is? Maybe Elon Musk wants to get contracts to do with NASA, the contracts that they have, for example, but he wants to see how it works, see what the pricing is, what they've got, what can he offer that's going to be better than NASA. So now he's looking at investigating NASA. So, anyway, I'm going to see you tonight. Hopefully, you'll be able to join me at 7 p.m. This is Christine Crowell, and I am here to give you information that's going to help you in your business. And yeah, it's going to be hard. Business is hard. Get over it. Do the work that you're meant to do, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. There's plenty of work for everyone, but you've got to put the effort in. You can't expect it to just drop into your lap. Elon Musk, I don't even think he sleeps. That's why he takes the stuff he does. He's like hyperactive in a whole new level. And but what we need to do is look at what you can do. What is it can you do that's going to help you? Because AI is here and it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And we've got to look at how we can work with AI and have it as our assistant, not as our enemy, for example. All right, so thank you so much. I hope you'll be able to join me tonight. I look forward to speaking with you all soon. The link, I'm going to put the 7 p.m. UK time link here for you to click. Click the notification button so that you get notified when I'm going live. If you like what I'm saying, for example, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you tonight at 7 p.m. Take care. Thank you. Bye.